had a few years.
I mean, okay.
I had a couple of years of rebelliousness where I would go out and, you know, get drunk and rebellion.
I think her room itself is really interesting because you have all this, like, you know, this punk stuff, and it's very much a boyish kind of room. And you have this desk over here, which is totally like, what? It's like turquoise and looks like it belongs in a girly room, but it's like not a great girly.
It's definitely, I get the impression that her parents put that there.
Yeah.
When they built the room, and she's very slowly just like morphed the room around that. It's like, okay, I can't deal with that, but I can, you know, do other stuff.
Right. And after reading this stuff, like, I was like, okay, maybe she goes off to college at the end of this game.
Well, I feel really sad knowing sort of where the game goes, that she probably doesn't end up pursuing her writing career, at least academically.
Right,
which is really sad, because she had a talent for writing.
See, I took it, it's not as if she can't pursue it later, I guess, but like she did, you're right, she did definitely turn that down. Oh. I thought this was...
Oh, yes. Oh, great story about this page. You know the bottom move, the one where it's high kick, crossed out, medium kick?
Yeah.
The developer, the reason that that's like that is that in the original draft it didn't have the medium kick and the high kick wasn't crossed out. Steve Gaynor made a mistake and accidentally put high kick, and when he was beta testing the game and just like focus testing it, people kept pointing it out to him, so rather than correct it, he crossed it out and put the other thing underneath.
See, this part I can... Go ahead, sorry.
No, go on.
This part I can actually totally relate with, because in the Super Nintendo, like Street Fighter, old ones, like, they didn't tell you how to do a lot of these super moves and stuff, so you had to figure them out yourself. And
well, I remember being the child that would buy gaming magazines when they came with like that little book of cheats every so often, like the unofficial magazines, and I would just like, I would study that book and be a god. I was just like, oh yeah, all of you kids that want to know all the cheats, I got the cheats. Yeah, go me.
Bust out my Game Shark. Or my...
Exactly. Oh, I had one of those. I miss those days. I miss when you could have like a stupidly elongated cartridge sticking out the top of your Game Boy and then another cartridge stuck into that, and cheats.
I thought this was clever.
Oh, you know all those cartridges? They're all drawn by other indie devs.
Oh, really?
Designed them? Yeah, I'm trying to remember who did them now. One of them is done by Supergiant Games, I think. The people that did Bastion and now doing Transistor. Can't remember who the other ones were, but... Oh no, that's the one by the Bastion guys.
I could totally see that. They're definitely from the art style.
But yeah, they're all done by other sort of indie devs that the team were friends with. Which is, yeah.
But when I saw these, like, I was like, this is the game I would put in my Super Nintendo and spend.
Yeah, exactly. I want to play Journey of Crystal.
This is the other one, right? Do you remember who did that one?
Which one? No, I don't remember who did. Oh, that one might have been Double Fine. I think that was Double Fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could totally see.
Which, again, that looks like a Double Fine type one, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that one, but I think that's Double Fine.
This made me think of Scott Pilgrim.
Yes. See, I definitely got a bit of a Ramona Flowers-esque vibe from Sam going through.
See, I like that set.
At times.
Like Offspring and Lisa Loeb, and I was like...
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh.
It's one of those binders you can't open. Like... See, I'm so bad, I just toss people's crap on the floor. Sorry, I thought it was funny that she buried the Holy Bible, like, straight up in the back of the closet. Like,
yes. Along with that wonderful board game that's in this cupboard that I doubt she has ever played.
I know, right? Oh, it does have the
Are
rubber.
you going? Yes. It's like, are you going to the dance with anyone? It's like, which of the boys do you want to go to the dance with?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I love this story.
Oh yeah, this is the first time we sort of see her taking a serious attempt at writing her book.
Yeah, at the end of this like little section, at the end, like when she's like, when she does the little cliffhanger ending, I was like, oh my god, I gotta find the next one to see what happened to her.
I know. I'm really curious. I'm curious if there's a fan fiction community out there that has tried to write this book.
Yeah, tried to finish, you know, Captain Allegra.
Because it wouldn't surprise me if there are people out there who've decided to try and write the Captain Allegra book and to work what exists in. And if so, I would love to. I would totally read that. If someone wants to write a Captain Allegra book, I will read it.
You know, perfect. You know, 5th grade elementary school kind of reading.
Well, it's a cool story. I like the idea.
Like this is probably this part of the book was probably my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
Although I think the 3rd section, I think the one you find, I think in the safe.
Isn't it? Is it hidden behind one of the fake wall panels? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But oh, go back to the locker. I love the comic on the front of the locker.
Yeah.
Which I think it says everything about her sense of humour.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know, I mentioned earlier there's a secret diary entry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hint slightly. You know the cat on there, Mittens or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's Mittens' diary entry.
Oh, really? Okay.
That gives you something to look forward to. We are going to find Mittens' diary entry. Yes, to the person in the chat, it is probably it's probably what you're imagining, but it's even better. It's brilliant. Just a sec.
You get the sense that she took out all these letters and stuff and things to read, like because she was starting to reminisce and to think about what's going on.
It surprises me she didn't take these kind of things with her.
Yeah,
these are the kind of some of these personal things are things that I don't know, if I were her and I were to do what she does at the end, I wouldn't leave these in my room. I'm trying very hard not to say too much about what's going to happen, but
you ever wonder if she did it on purpose, like for Katie to find her, if she really was just in a rush?
I think it's a little bit of both. I like the idea that someone said that was that the reason she left both the letters and then all of the other things is because she wanted to slow down Katie on her journey through the house.
Yeah.
Because other than that it will slow her down at working out what's happened, and by the time she works out what's happened, she can't really stop it.
I thought it was a nice touch for as adult as she acts and gets that stuff. She still has a giant little plushie toy in her bed. It's
but
very teenager right
now. I'll be honest. So do I. So
I'm
nothing
sorry.
wrong with that. No, that's fine. Go on, insult me. It's fine. Yeah, everyone's got the just the one thing where it's like, oh, yeah.
Aww. Who actually wrote on this? Was it Terrence, or was it actually?
I'm guessing Lonnie. I think it's Lonnie. I don't picture Sam's dad as being much of a biker.
That's what confused me about this particular.
What I know of Lonnie, she seems like more like the kind of person who might have a dad that rides a motorbike.
Right. Oh, more 90s stuff.
I love the fact she just left a fork under the bed. Just like, yep.
See, it goes with a plate that's supposed to be like way over here. So.
Yeah, she's just sort of, whatever. She's not the most organised of people.
Have I hit everything in this room? I think.
Yeah. Have you? Yeah, you can't. You haven't found the locker combination yet, have you?
You know what? I closed doors behind me.
Yeah. How do you know where you've been and where you haven't? That must be like, open doors are my signal for yes, I've been here. No, I've not yet been here. If I've opened a door, I've been in that room.
People in the chat let me know if I'm not really giving you guys enough time to read the stuff.
I'm sure they will. The people in the chat seem to be okay at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, we've got someone that's made up. Someone's made up a brilliant diary entry for the cat. I'm just gonna read the cat's diary entry that someone has created. I licked myself yesterday. Today, the bipedal, squishy, hairless ones changed my poop box. If it weren't for my lack of thumbs, I would do it myself and be rid of the humans. Mittens.
So maybe you can answer me this, Laura. Like, why all game journalists you meet have cats instead of dogs?
Because cats are the intellectual pet. They're the pet for the person that doesn't have time to go out and to walk them. They're like, no, animal, you take care of yourself. When I make food, I will, put some food down for you. But if you need to do anything, you just go outside and sort that out yourself. Go on. I don't have time to go. I don't have time to walk you. I have to play video games. You can curl up on my lap while I do that if you want, but I can't go out of my way to do it.
See, maybe that's my problem. Why I need to be better at this. I need a cat. I have a dog. So.
Now see, that's why you don't have time for games journalism, because you're too busy wasting your time walking a dog.
I thought this particular bathroom.
Oh, I like the fact that you've waited just to avoid framing it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
What's that in the bath? Let's walk
I'm
over
sure
to.
you thought of like what I was thinking of when you kind of walked.
I assumed it was blood. I'm not gonna lie. My first thought was, oh goodness, she's been slitting her wrists. What's going on?
And then I was like, oh, turn around. Where's the killer?
I completely noticed the still in shot. I completely missed the hair dye and did not realise it was down there.
That's when I was like, okay.
That was where for a second or two I really thought that this was going to be, oh no, it's going to be a suicide ending.
You're like, crap.
Yeah.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over.
No, bright red hair.
She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.
Oh, that moment is the one that gets to me, I think, for this game. Oh, did we lose Laura again?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just, because I'm a second or two behind you, I just wanted to hear the end of the diary before I said anything. Oh, yes, this diary entry. I was just like, oh, you two are so sweet.
I know,
and,
that was that was definitely one of the cuter moments in this game.
I just love the fact that it's, I've said this before on the podcast we did about it, but I love that it's such a small moment that so many stories about this kind of thing would have just completely glossed over. And I think they definitely, like, the people that worked on this game definitely knew when it was appropriate to focus on something and the details that are important to skip over.
Right.
They're just like, it's a tiny thing that was a huge thing for her, and oh, so sweet.
Was it
and I love it.
Was it Danielle that brought up just how not sexual that moment was, but it's very much one of those a little bit erotic. You could say that. I mean, you're rubbing somebody else's scalp, right?
Well, that's it, because it's Danielle at Polygon that was talking about it, that she had a very similar moment to that, and was it her, that yeah, she had her moment where it's like, oh wow, this is very close to home, a nice intimate moment, and oh yeah,
Made you feel a little bit warm and fuzzy.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it gave me the warm and fuzzies.
The other thing that Danielle brought up, I thought that she mentioned this game, I think, bringing up how much it told not a gay experience, but you know, it does a lot better than movies of a similar genre would do. I don't know if you watch a lot of kind of indie movies like that, you would feel the same way, or if that's the case, or whether this is a little bit more effective, I think, than watching a movie, or in terms of telling.
The fact that it lets you feel like you're somewhat part of the experience, and like I like that just by setting it so that the character that you're playing as has not been around for this, you're experiencing the story through the lens of someone that's close to her, and it just lets you feel. However they do it, they manage to help you feel just like you're really a part of the story, which a lot of other media on this doesn't seem to do. There's not many forms of LGBT media that do as good a job of making you feel connected to the person you're learning about.
And I think the
Tell me if I'm
exploration-
making.
No, you make
I was gonna
total
say,
sense.
yeah.
But it's the fact that it allows you, I think, to explore. And where I feel like with a movie, you know, you're kind of forced into a lot of the plot points. You know, they're supposed to happen at certain particular moments, at certain particular times. And with a game like this and the way it's done, like it's when people say that I think only a game could tell that story, I think that would be the case. You know, I literally discover the narrative, and it is as deep, I think, or as shallow as you want it to be, or how much you're able to, I think, explore and kind of discover what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously spent a lot of time in the house, and kind of, I guess, looking through it. There's still some storyline that I've missed, but
Yeah. Have we done